Yeah. Oh, awful. Hey, that's why he was referencing disappointing in himself, right? That's a mistake as a driver. You pin on yourself for misjudging and causes this horrible angle, the outside wall, and of course all these cars behind just have nowhere to go. Yeah, and that wall on the front stretch, Sprint Cruise, you see a little bit of damage on the left side of your screen, but the wall on the front stretch,
that just shows you what would happen if you hit concrete.
It goes farther than what you. I mean, I feel like for all the laps we ran yesterday, every time you're like, man, it just goes further around than what you think it's going to, and it pays to be close to it. But remember, you're sitting on the left side of this car. There's a whole side, right side of the race car. You have to judge.
That was one of the fastest cars.
I don't think that looked as bad as what I know it felt inside of the car. Those just...
19 cars involved in this crash on the restart. 6th yellow of the day.
He just catches it late around the corner. And those are tougher to judge, right? You're on the left side of the car. You have to know how far wide your car is, and you're as a race car driver, you know, but you're also guessing a lot of times. And you cut as close as you possibly can. There's fruit there to be had if you can get right near that wall, and the closer you can get to it, there's more grip. Poor Anthony Alfredo. We just heard them talk about they've had this epic points day, going to go out and try to win the race, and had a car capable of that. He's just, man, on the outside, Mayer comes across his nose, he gets into that, and he has a big impact as well.
Yeah.
And then all these guys right here, you see Pardis on the brakes trying to slow down. Not only do you have speed, but we saw that radiator and oil cooler get ripped out.
We're not going to be able to watch the whole race. It's going to be red. It's going to be red flag.
There, and even though you're trying to slow down, you just hit ice on the racetrack. You have no, I mean, just nothing you can do about it.
See Jeremy Clements there, 51, breaking the all-time starts record in series history today. Start 5:48, going by Kenny Wallace. And some of the key players involved here. I mean, we talked about Brent Cruz, Austin Hill got a piece, Sheldon Creed, riding again with Mayer.
Move to take your hands off the wheel, and then, well, there's wrecks where you're like, I think I'm going to see it, and then there's these, and you close your eyes and hope for the best, and you know the field's oncoming, so you know there's going to be hits coming from all angles. I'm telling you, the angle, I don't know I've ever seen a wreck, an angle that bad at that high speed. I'm shocked it didn't knock the wind out of him. Like when we heard the radio communication, you heard his frustration, but I also got to think that the impact, the force that takes on your body, right with Sammy Smith.
Hit we saw you take. Are you okay?
Yeah, I mean, first off, I just want to say sorry to everybody in the field. I'm looking at the people who are involved in the crash, and it's literally everybody, so just sorry to all the people that have to put work in now because of my mistake, and yeah, just brutal. I'm definitely hate that for everybody. The Audubon Chevy was really good today, and I mean, what am I doing? I gotta be better. I gotta be a lot better, and I'm gonna learn from this. I'm gonna be better. Gotta stay locked in no matter what happens to you, and just keep moving forward, you know. So, yeah, gonna flip this one off, but gotta be better in the future.
Driver errors are tough to deal with. I can tell you're visibly upset, but what do you think led to you making that mistake there?
It's just the visuals are hard here. With not having an inside catch fence, it's hard to see the inside wall when you're following people. So, just not putting my car in the right place, unfortunately, and I was conservative all day with that, and I knew that it was just getting down to crunch time, and I had to be a little more aggressive on restarts to
inside wall, maybe the 41, but yeah, just kind of know where to go. You know, it's already really tight there, too wide, so when you're on the outside, they just come back in. You don't have any options. So it is what it is, and we got to make points up next week.
Speaking of next week, you're going to another road course. Based on the performance you had prior to this incident, do you feel confident you'll bring a strong race car there?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we got third there last year, and we're obviously improving on every track that we're at, so our program's really good, so tons of confidence going in.
An early into Williams-Wallace say here, guys.
Yeah, I mean, you think about this race and what an opportunity it provides for so many drivers. And I think when you make that list, someone that you would think of right away is Williams-Wallace, good road racer. As we talked earlier, you don't have to deal with a guy like Zilic or Shane Van Gisbergen, and so maybe, the opportunity is there to go out and get a win and help your point situation, and unfortunately ends up crashed and hoping to come back and get them next week. And the other thing I'd say is what this does to tax all these race teams, because we've damaged so many cars today. There's 6 cars in the race that haven't had some kind of a problem, and with that, you go to another road course race next week. How do you manage your fleet and all that? Just a lot of compounding issues from this.
Yeah, we talked about Corey Day and what they were going to have to go through to get another
steering
car
wheel
out
off.
here if he tore this car up today. And
Why would you take
we've
the
seen
steering
how
wheel
many
off?
guys were caught up in this that are going to have to go to backup cars last week. And
Heck rat.
one thing I talked
1-800
about is
heck rat.
about Mayer not beating himself up, because we've seen so many people hit the walls. There's only been 6 guys that have not had an issue this weekend in the race today, so it's the majority, and some have been less than others,
for
but
a while.
a lot of
You know what's happening there?
I'm fine, thankfully. I was by far the biggest hit of my entire life by a mile, and I've hit pretty hard a few times. Just knocked the wind out of me, and I banged both my legs up a little bit, but my left's pretty sore. The infield care center did a great job helping me out there. I just had a little trouble getting out of the race car, but I haven't even seen a replay. This is the first time. It's a little spotty for me. Sam apologized to me in there, so I guess it was his fault, but I mean, that's a mess. We need poop school dude wipes, clean that up. And speaking of poop school dude wipes, that Chevrolet was flying today. I'm glad if we had to have a big wreck like that, it was at the front racing for the win and not in the back. It just sucks to not see that through. That's one of the best race cars I've ever driven, and being competitive on a road course is something I've been working towards for a long time, and it was really fun to see my efforts pay off to be competitive and go toe-to-toe with some of the better guys. And honestly, Viking Motorsports as a whole, to have my teammate and I both in position to potentially win the race and race up front all day is a huge testament to what we've been building here in such a short amount of time. I couldn't be more thankful for Don and Suzanne believing me, giving me...
these guys we interview